We are so excited today to have our featured artist today, Keith Zenda. And the opening exhibition is called Echoes of Origin, the Human Thread. So welcome, Keith. How are you today?
I'm good, and thank you. I'm happy that the network is doing well, and I've got my guy I asked to record. It is starting now. Yes, because I'm recording. Yes, well, thank you. Yeah, so I'm so much happy. I feel like I'm there already.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. So, you know, we were supposed to record you from Zimbabwe.
Yes, I understand. So, yeah, that's right.
So, unfortunately, you weren't able to get here, but we have the pleasure still of having you here, video this technology, and I'm thankful to my wonderful youthful intern, Kimberly, who's helped us connect here, and also Artorio, which I'm probably going to screw his name up, but I'm thankful for him, he's recording us here, and also we have a wonderful audience here that's also joining us today. So tell us, first of all, how did you now come to India?
Okay, that's a good question. So, when I came to India, it was more of a surprise because of the Indian African Summit, which was being arranged for this month. So they were choosing African artists, one artist from each African country. So I had the privilege to be chosen. I just received a call from the Indian embassy in Zimbabwe. Then they told me, you received your name, that you have to go to India, and everything was catered for me. So it was just like a surprise. So they asked me to send the art portfolio. I sent them. They loved my work, the mixture of abstract art and realism as well, and portraying the African lifestyle. So they said they will call me when they have the feedback. And on Monday, they just called me and say, can you come to the office? I went to the office and say, are you ready to travel tonight? I was like, I wasn't much prepared. And I was like, I'm always ready. So, yeah, I boarded the airplane around in the evening time in Zimbabwe. And I just saw myself, I'm now in India. It was such an honor. And being here representing Zimbabwe, it's an honor as well, and also I used to work with the National Gallery. I did some exhibition in the National Gallery, which is directed by Mr. Rafael Chikukwa. He is the one who also worked on the behind the scene for my name to get to the Indian embassy, and also in the Ministry of Sports, Arts and Culture, the permanent secretary who is there. He was the director of National Art Council. He once visited my art center in Gweru, so he knew about me, my background. So he Keith Zenda, and also there are other, people who would mention on the background for me to be chosen as the only Zimbabwean artist to come to India. So I would say it came through the hard work, the perseverance, also the mentorship program that I do, helping the rural youth, especially those from the rural areas, because I grew up in the rural villages. There was no privilege for art mentorship or exposure. So that pushed me to invest the little I had to start the art hub in the rural setup, helping the rural youth. And that's when I got noticed. And I also post about all these initiatives. And now being in Harare, recently opened a gallery, which I will invite you guys to visit. I'll host you, and I'll be happy to have you in Zimbabwe to see beautiful places, Big Falls, Great Zimbabwe, and other places. So now I'm in Harare. So being in Harare now, because it's the capital city, I'm more much into connection, like with the Ministry of Sports, Arts and Culture, the head office, the National Galleries in Harare, the embassies in Harare. So I'm more visible now. And so I can say it's a blessing from God for me to be here.
So tell us, where did you grow up at? What town, where did you grow up? Oh, he's still talking.
Yes, I was born in Chirumanzo. It's a rural village. That's where I was born. And my parents divorced. I was still young then, and I didn't get time with my father. So my mom was like a father as well to me, And my father passed on at the age of 33. He was still young, I had two siblings. So by then now I started to saw my mom struggling. So we struggled, and then we moved to Gweru. Gweru is a small city. It's in the middle, in the center of Zimbabwe. So now when we were in Gweru, I used to do vending, like selling fruits in the streets. After school, I was in Form 2, like 14 years old. I was selling fruits in the streets, selling boiled eggs. And from the rural areas at the age of 10, that's now when I had passion for art. I didn't know much about art, but I loved to make wire toys, those cars making with wires, and molding, molding wrestlers, molding cows, drawing in the exercise book. I wasn't good at school. So when I moved to Gweru, I now had the exposure to see art in the walls of other people's houses. So I just got interested to see art, like, wow, this is what I want to do. This is what I love. And so after school, I would go to sell fruits in the streets, helping my mom, because my mom had a small store, a vending store. So I would take some fruits and move around the streets selling. And then at night, I would be drawing. And sometimes at school, I would be drawing. I wasn't good at school. I wasn't much good in the academic side. So I was like, I want to do art. So then I met a mentor by the name of Bethel Moyo. He was a former art lecturer at a certain teacher's college. So someone introduced me to him. I went there and I showed him what I do. He had compassion on me, like, yeah, you're a talented young man. Come to my studio, join me on weekends. So I had to go on weekends and clean his studio and watch him painting. Then he gave me my first canvas. I started to paint as well. So that now when I realized this is what I have to do. So I didn't take much time because I had to make a living. Because as the firstborn, I became the father, taking care of my mom and my siblings. So when I saw that I can paint something that I can sell, I started to move around in my ghetto, in my neighborhood, selling the artworks. People were not buying that moment. They were commenting, like, one day you go to America, you exhibit in America. So it was more than money to me. I was like, oh, really? Because in Zimbabwe, America to us, it's a dream for every youth, for every rural person to say, when I make it in life, I want to go to America. So that was the dream. So now me being in America, when I came there, it was a dream came true. So I felt the satisfaction that my dream has come true. In meeting you right now, I am having an exhibition at the museum. So you see, it's now that those words are manifesting now, So I'm really honored and having this opportunity, talking to you and having my works hanging there. Those paintings, they are telling my story, my background. As you see some portraits, they have women. They are portraying my mom because I saw the resilience, the hardship went through. She became sick and she stood for us, because on my father's side, there was this, inheritance, like they wanted some of my father's things which was left. So my mom would stand the ground for us. So I celebrate women in that way in my paintings, and so from there on, I started to do art full time after I finished my O-level. Then up to now, I'm here in India and having an exhibition at the SAAM.
And I want to share also how I first met you last year at the Hamptons Art Fair. And I never forget walking around, because we're community partners, SAAM is community partners with the Hamptons Art Fair. And so I usually go every year, and I'm walking around and I come to your booth, and I was just so drawn into your amazing, amazing paintings. And who was it with you? Was it Tonderai?
Tonderai Mujuru.
Yeah, he was with you, and also Dennis was with you.
Dennis Roof.
And then, you know, we just connected. We just so connected. It was just awesome. And I invite you here, and you saw the museum. I gave you a tour downstairs, which is the rotating exhibition, and it was just meant to happen. And so now we're here, and I want to share. What happened? Should I still keep talking?
Yes, it's on the
Dial
Okay.
up your color
laptop.
All right.
and enjoy the
We had a little
fountain.
interruption, but we're going to keep going.
Low prices guaranteed.
So far, it's so good. Okay, we're back. So I want to say you're in Harare now, right?
Yes, I'm in Harare now.
And that's where your art gallery is.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how that started and how important it is to the community.
Yeah, so you're starting the art gallery in Harare. It's something that came, I can say, as a blessing, because when I went to Harare, I stayed with Tonderai Mujuru, my friend. I stayed with him for a year because he's based in Harare. So I was using his place. We were just painting together until I found my own space, land, and I started to build the gallery. And also working, when I met Dennis Roof, who is based in Switzerland, he became a blessing to me as well. He saw my art and he fell in love with my art. And then the idea of starting Article Online, it came through Dennis. Like he said, you know, let's promote Zimbabwean art. I'm here to support. And actually, for me to come to America, he is the one who sponsored the trip because he believed in me.
Wow.
And in my friend as well. So
Dennis, not to interrupt you, but it was Dennis who sponsored the trip here for you?
Hello?
It was Dennis who sponsored the trip here for you guys?
Yes, even for the booth, you know, he's the one who took care of it and everything. I'll tell you, you know, so he's such a blessing to us because he was born in Zimbabwe, but he's based in Switzerland. So he had this
I'm
connection.
sorry, he was born in Zimbabwe?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so you've got the Zimbabwean roots, you know, and that's why he fell in love with the Zimbabwean art. And bringing the Zimbabwean art to the world. I couldn't do it alone because I was going to be limited. So having someone like that to lead the way, to show the way with the passion that he has, and now it's becoming fruitful and successful. So now starting the gallery.
Okay, we froze again. So, everybody, I'm just so happy we're this far because we have that this will happen.
I know.
We're moving
We're
forward.
connected with the other world.
Yes.
All the rest of the world through these.
So it's on his end, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So this is, you know, first of all, I want to thank everybody for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, he's
Hey.
back.
It's back.
Oh, he's back, okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Yes, I got you.
All right, no problem. So we
Yes,
were
I can.
saying, you know, how you came here and how Dennis sponsored you guys to come here. So I think
Yes.
that is really, you know, important for everybody to know, you know, the importance
Yeah.
of being sponsored, you know, and getting here. And unfortunately, I didn't want to bring it up too much, but unfortunately you weren't able to get here because your visa was denied from US. But we're glad that you're here with us via the video here. So the other thing I wanted to mention about Harare, that's a big city. That's I know that's the epic city of art and music, right?
Which one? Pardon?
Harare?
Oh, you can say again.
Harare, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Harare is a big
yes.
city. That's the big city that's just, has a lot of A lot of
Yes,
cultural
that's
center,
capital city.
museums and stuff like that?
Yes,
Okay, and that's where your gallery is, right?
that's where my gallery is.
Okay.
And it's in the heritage site in Domboshava. So Domboshava, it's an area surrounded with beautiful mountains, and there is rock paintings, there are caves. So it's a heritage site with a rich history, which is not much recorded in Zimbabwe. So, but now we're having the gallery there, and it's the first gallery in that community. So there are a lot of tourists coming that side. So we are looking forward that it's going to be one of the best art gallery in Zimbabwe, and in the future, you never know, maybe it will attract more people even from outside, and by the time you'll come, it will be a blessing. I think we will be having done some extra touch-ups with the inspiration when you visited your museum. It, you inspired us so much, because by that time, it was more of like something that I was like, I'm going to do. But when we saw the gallery, your museum, it was like, wow, having such a space in Zimbabwe, it will be a blessing, because your museum, it's more of, it's something that you cherish. It's something that you are doing from the heart, not for a duty. It's not because most museums are owned by government, and once the workers retire or changes to other ministries, then it dies. So history is not that, it's not being kept well, because they are not connected to the story or to where the museum is coming and to where it's going. Like the stories you were telling us about the Baba, about the painting that painting you have on the background, you have a history that you are passing on to the next generation. So it's not just about making money or selling art, but it's about preserving history that will be cherished, because the next generation, if they come and they don't have such a space, they don't know anything about their roots, they don't know anything about their history. So which means it will be a different generation that will not have strength, that, so that space, it gave me like, what in my community, having that, even I make it a humble space just to keep history for the next generation, and the next generation will pass to the next generation, because our history is so much important, is treasure. And if we talk of colonization, we were learning about Hitler, we're learning about Cecil John Rhodes, David Livingstone. They have nothing to do with our ancestors, because that's the education system that was installed in us as youth, as young children from school level. So now we are realizing we have our ancestors who fought for us, who stood for us, who sacrificed for us, who were doing some rituals, some ceremonies, so we want to know about them. How were they doing it? There is no history recorded. There is nothing preserved. So our history is distracted, is destroyed, and we don't know our roots. So a tree without roots, it can't stand for long.
That's true. That's so true. That's similar to what's happening here, believe it or not. So I'm trying to cut down about another 5 minutes. I want you to talk a little bit about the animal paintings that Curator did downstairs, and it symbolizes the different tribes there. Because I was in Africa, we was going down this particular road, we was going to this palace, and there were all these totems there, and they all represent a tribe. Could you explain a little bit of that to us, please?
Also, the totems, it's more of, there was a lady by the name of Mbuya Neanda. So Mbuya Neanda, it was a spirit. So when they were crossing the river, the first animal you see, that becomes your totem. So people were crossing and they see a lion, then they will be called by a lion. Then if you see a monkey, then you'll be called by a monkey. So that's where it came, that we become identified with the animals. And then it's spiritually, because some, they resemble that even in the action, in the way we praise each other. So it become, I think it was more spiritually motivated.
Okay. We get ready to come to the end. Could you just share with us all the different other artists that are downstairs?
About other artists? Okay, yes.
All the
So we have
different
Tonderai.
artists besides yourself, who are the other 3 artists that's represented downstairs?
Okay, we have Tonderai Mujuru, who did the wildlife art. And we have Willard Mujuru. It's Tonderai's young brother. We have done the other pastel work as well. And we have Barry Lungu. Barry Lungu, he does also social life in Zimbabwe with the best artists also we have in Zimbabwe. They are doing so well.
Okay, I want to just, the art downstairs is so awesome, but it's just a couple of them that I wanted to just talk about, because when you talked about each one of them, it was such a real great meaning to it. The one that you did is called The Smile of the Heart. What is the name, how do you say that in Sona? Kusika, how do you say that? The Smile of the Heart. This is the picture, I don't know if you can see it. This is the one that you...
Oh, yes.
It's a Smile of the Heart, and it says, it talks about a boy wearing his father's oversized glasses, his face lit up with a curious smile. The image is playful, but beneath the human lies a powerful message about aspiration, legacy, and identity. So I think this is a really great painting that you did. He said he wears the glasses to peek into his perspective, to momentarily carry the vision of a man while still held in the innocence of the youth. So I really love that painting as well. So is that the painting that you did, yes? Well, that was an inspiration that you, your painting that you did, yeah?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, the next one is about, I think it's the lion. Now this one is also, I look like I cut off the title, but that's not good. Anyway, you have so many great paintings downstairs. But the last one I'm going to mention is the one that talks about, let me get this, I think it's Margot's favorite.
Oh, yeah. That's a good piece.
It's a really cute piece of a sweet girl with a precious face. It says, a child's eyes hold the deepest truths untouched by time, unbroken by struggle. This is the quiet strength of Africa, beauty that persists even when the world looks away.
Wow, which one is that one?
That's by Willard. That's the one by Willard. It's the one with the beautiful, innocent face of the child.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so precious. It's so precious. So the last question I always ask my artists when I do an interview, what would you tell Keith, the 5-year-old Keith? What would you tell him?
So if defining about, I didn't hear the last part clearly.
Okay, what I'm asking you is, my last question is to you personally. What would you tell you at 5 years old now? What would you tell you?
Young you.
The young you.
Little boy
The
you.
young me.
What would you tell him now?
How would I tell myself the young me?
Yes. About where you are now.
I would say keep your head up and don't let anyone pull you down because of your struggle now.
Awesome.
The future is bright.
Awesome, awesome. We have 2 more minutes. Is anybody in the audience have any questions for Keith? If not, anybody know? If not, Keith, thank you so much. Everybody's now going to go downstairs, and before I finish too, you have something on you. What is that? Is your flag?
Yeah, this is our Zimbabwe flag. So it goes all the colors, and they represent the what we believe in, the struggle, the independence, in the green, yellow, red, black. So all the colors they represent us as Zimbabweans, how we celebrate what we have, the riches, the minerals, and what God has blessed us with, the mountains, everything, So when I have it, I carried it so that just show to be proudly Zimbabwean.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, that's the end of our interview. Thank you so very much. And I'm going to
Thank
be
you so
coming to
much.
Zimbabwe. You invited me. You're going to host me, and I'm coming. All right?
Thank you so much.
How do we say thank you again?
Thank everyone. I love you.
I love you too, Keith. Say us again how you say thank you in Zona.
Maitabasa.
Matabasa.
Thank you. Bye.